everybody. Welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're joined by the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa High. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good to see everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We made it.
Pretty in pink.
Thank you. Hump day.
Here it is.
All right, let's get into talk of the town. So the University of Kentucky and Fayette County have digitized 77,000 pages of Lexington's earliest records. That includes slave documents and land documents. So what was once only available in person at the county clerk's office is available online for anyone to access through the Digital Access Project. And we're talking about documents from the 1700s to the end of the Civil War. You can see them at FayetteDeeds.com. And the next phase of the project includes finding a way to make an online portal that's easy to navigate. How cool is
That
this?
is
Amazing.
so cool.
It
I
is.
geek out about stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you know, they have, people that are looking into their ancestry and things like that. I mean, it's just so very important. So many, there's a lot of people that work on this and that have been chipping away at it. And man, that is good news for a lot of folks.
That's a lot of
out there.
hard work.
It is. It is.
So I have an Ancestry.com account. Now
so
let me
do I.
tell you about going down a rabbit hole. Like once you start looking into your ancestry and looking at the digital records, you just find out so much stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even talking about 50, 11 generations back. I'm talking about just your grandparents. So for example, my mother lost both of her parents when she was 13 and 14. And she didn't know the cause of their deaths because of what a teenager's not keeping up with that, right? So when I was looking back in the digital records, I was able to find my grandparents' death certificates. And I was able to see the cause of death, and I was able to share that with my mom.
That's amazing.
And so, yeah, these are the sorts of things that you can find and get closure.
Yeah.
Well, you might also find some things you don't want to find out.
That's right.
Everyone has some bad apples, right?
But I mean, historians who are interested in the history of Lexington, their heads are exploding right now.
Yeah.
They are so excited.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, really, really exciting. I think we definitely got to get a guest on to come talk more about this digital access project so people can really see what's going on. But very exciting.
amazing.
Very, very exciting. Well, the Kentucky Derby might seem like it's far away, but they are already making plans. So the Kentucky Derby Festival has unveiled the medal design for a very special edition of the Derby Marathon and the Mini Marathon. So these are the races that precede the 150th Run for the Roses. Can you believe we're at 150? My goodness. So the runners will be racing for the roses themselves. It'll happen on April the 27th. And look at this medallion here. So it's a red rose set against a black background that's complemented by gold accents. That's really fun.
That's classy.
That is really fun.
beautiful.
I didn't realize that there was like a human race before the horse race.
I didn't
know what?
know
I didn't
until
know that
just
either.
I was just
Yes.
now years old.
You were
when
today
I just
years old.
Because you kept saying runners, and I was like, that's people. I thought horses.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't know that
This is
either.
awesome.
That whole week, I mean, it is just slam packed with all kinds of fun.
Could you
fun
Yes.
stuff.
imagine winning that medal and getting to have that piece of history?
You could just say, I won the Kentucky Derby, and people would be like, aren't you a little bit tall to be a jockey, Lisa? You know?
Yeah, well,
No, but that is really cool. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I think this year's Kentucky Derby, the one with the horses,
Yeah.
is going to be ginormous because we now have sports betting, like across,
goodness.
So we've always had horse racing, but I feel like people are just going to be betting on all kinds of things this time.
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
crazy.
You know they
The
will.
fashion.
And
It's a
could
whole
we
new
vote
level.
on the fashions? Could we get the
Ooh,
the
that
betting
needs a
people
medal.
to let us
Well,
a medal?
and we also talked about doing our little dinosaur, our own personal.
Oh, my
Let's Talk
God,
Kentucky.
yes.
Don't think that I let you guys forget about that.
I'm so excited about this.
I
The
was
dinosaur
hoping-
blow up
The dinosaur
inflatables.
run.
Yes,
I
yes,
was
the
hoping,
dinosaur run.
I was hoping that our viewers, and one viewer in particular, forgot because he was all about it. So, for context, we thought it would be hilarious to dress up in those like gigantic T-Rex costumes
Yes.
and do our own Kentucky Derby, right? The Dino Derby.
The Dino Derby. And we can have it at Keeneland, and we can come out of the starting gate and then just like run. They can have a piece of cake at the finish line because we're all motivated by
But our
food.
arms are going to be so short, we're not going to be able to eat it. It's going to be like,
I'll manage. I'll find a way.
I'll roll in that cake.
Oh, Lord. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk about fighting politicians, and it is not what you think.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
It's the BetMGM offer of the week. Get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. For all the games this weekend. Have your picks, parlays, and popcorn ready. And turn any game into a must-watch. Download the BetMGM app, and it's on.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-878-5180 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today. And feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-878-5180. And make sure you're not missing out.
Hey y'all, it's Josh.
And Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Well, now that Florida firm has vandalized their own billboards with fake graffiti about chasing ambulances and being for the money.
Ads like that give all attorneys a bad name. At Hicks & Funson, we fight for two things, for justice and for injured Kentuckians like you.
So if you've suffered a wrongful death or an injury in a crash, a fall, or due to medical malpractice or nursing home neglect, visit honestfearless.com or call us at 859-777-7000. Ask for Josh or Greg.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It is time for the countdown conversation. This is the part of the show where we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. I'm just going to go on the record and say I don't think we're going to make it today, but
We'll give it a good try.
Let's try.
Number one, fighting politicians. So you all, several skirmishes broke out on Capitol Hill yesterday with tempers flaring across both chambers ahead of a possible government shutdown and the Thanksgiving holiday. They're just getting ready for Thanksgiving fights. So accusations of a former House Speaker elbowing a member and a senator challenging a witness to a fight during a hearing. And that was all before they even had their Judiciary Committee meeting where there was a shouting match. So Representative Tim Burchett said, who is a Republican, said that fellow Republican Kevin McCarthy bullied him and elbowed him in the kidneys, saying, quote, it was deliberate and it was a cheap shot. You all.
Oh,
What is happening?
It's so very immature. It really is. And I hate to see it. I hate it getting to this point. I really do. It's just very immature, and nothing gets done through all of this too, by the way. But you know what? It makes me think about like politics back in the Civil War era where it was very contentious back then, and they were fighting and they were doing all of that, and they were killing each other. They were not only fighting, they were actually challenging each other to duels and just all of that. And, you know, so sometimes I feel like, and we came through that as a country, and I feel like it's kind of a growing pain, maybe. I'm hopeful that it's just a growing pain. We're going to get through all of that, but I hate it. I really do.
You are very optimistic, Lisa. So you guys know I live for politics. I have been steaming angry in politics, and let me tell you, I have never put my hands on anybody.
Yeah.
I think that this is a sign for the worse. I wish I could be optimistic like Lisa, but because I'm a student of international politics, I'm telling you, when lawmakers begin to physically fight when they are in their hearings, this is a sign that our democracy is in serious trouble. We have seen before democracies really start to erode and head into more authoritarian land that they start fighting like this. It's not good.
They just need a timeout.
This is a very bad sign when we are electing people who are resorting to physical violence. That's not how I expect my lawmakers to behave. I expect them to work together. That's why I voted.
Yeah.
You know, Lisa, you said they need a timeout. I feel like we need to have one of those conversations for the people that are acting immature.
Right.
You know, use your words.
Right.
Don't use your, don't be physical.
Yeah.
But I also think there needs to be repercussions for the people acting
I
like
agree.
this.
I agree.
Like, timeout, if you need a break, you go and take a break.
Yeah.
This is not allowed here because
Right.
that sets a precedence because one person jams in the kidney, another person's going to do the same, and then it escalates, and before you know it, there's a full-on brawl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oof. So much to say, but we got to move on. So teens and edibles. So teens are using edible cannabis, like little snacks, little treats. The rate is up 250% for teenagers, and they're taking them during the middle or the beginning of the school day. And so these are time released. So they're starting out fine, and then by the end of the day, it's just, And so I'm concerned. We had a discussion about edibles not always being clear that they're marijuana or cannabis and not something else. So when I was in Miami, I was getting ready to go into brunch, and this guy approached me on the street, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, okay, hey, what's going on? And he's like, you want some of this? And he pulls out a bag of candy, and I'm like, what is that? And he said, you know what it is. And I said, oh, yeah, I can't do that. I'm just here for the brunch. I appreciate your hustle, but it's a no for me. But it looked like Nerds ropes, and if I wouldn't have inquired, and I love some Nerds ropes, I would have had the whole bag, and we wouldn't have a show right now because I'd be gone on up to glory. So I don't know. It's not good.
No, it's not good. I don't like it at all, quite honestly. I do not. I feel like they are marketing specifically to kids, and I feel like whether it's the legal kind or the illegal kind, doesn't matter. It's being pushed to kids, and I think it should be banned. I think that as far as with the edibles, I do believe that marijuana should be legalized, and I believe there's a lot of benefits for cancer patients, for disabilities and whatnot, anxiety. But I'll tell you, it really worries me when they're making things that look like gummy bears that kids, little toddlers, can get a hold of and eat like crazy. And it's more potent once it gets into your bloodstream, into your system. It's more potent than just smoking a marijuana joint. It's more dangerous, but the time delay on it, because it has to metabolize through the liver, it takes longer to get it into the system. So kids are like popping these like crazy, thinking that that's gonna get them the high faster. And all of a sudden, once it hits, you're right, they're gonna be going up to glory because it is gonna hit them all at once.
Take me to the king,
That's
for
right.
real.
And it's easy to eat them. It's easy to eat them. They're sweet, they're good, tasty, whatever. I don't like it.
Now, something that we need to take in mind is that not everyone who is using medical marijuana can smoke it. Some people can't do that, so ingestion is the way to go. Now, if we're going to legalize this medically, and we are, the education needs to go with it. People need to understand that it's a different form of this medication that it is for medical marijuana, that you have different, so we have to let people know. If you can't just legalize something without education, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, the Nerds ropes and stuff, they look like actual types of candy that you can find, Skittles or whatever. And so these kids are able to like buy the packages of regular candy and then sneak them in there.
That's right.
And people wouldn't even be able to tell the
Not at all.
difference, you know?
Yep.
And so maybe they can go back to like the standardization like of the prescription pills,
That's
where know like the manufacturer, you can log in, you can see this is what this looks like. I don't know, make them less appealing.
Make it like medication with child-proof caps. Make it just like any other medication.
So, guys, I mean, and I heard the bell, but we got to finish this. You know, the hard thing is things that are regulated and legal are safe. It's when somebody rolls up to you in Miami like, what's good, fam? You want some of this? And I was like, I don't know, do I? You know? I don't know where it came from. I don't know who made it, but it looked like candy to me. And I'm not sure that regulation is going to stop people from making their little side hustle candy.
It's going to be
It's
harder.
not going to stop any
No, it's not. Nothing
idiot,
stops
but we
anyone.
need the education behind it and a little bit more of the standards.
And that's the piece, the education, which is why we're talking about it now. Parents need to know, young people need to know. And honestly, if your kids are going to be doing it, at least talk to them about how it works. Don't take 5 of these. Take 1 and wait.
Right. It's just like alcohol when you have the alcohol
Yes,
talk.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly
You got an
right.
alcohol talk?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Well, I didn't, but I gave my kids one.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we did not even make it through 3 topics, but that's all right. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, we are not cooking for Thanksgiving, and you don't have to either, because we've got a guest that has some fire macaroni. Stay with us.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Garbage time. That phrase never sounded quite right because no part of football is meaningless. So cherish every 2 minutes of the NFL. Not just the ones you're warned about. Cherish the spreads to cover, overs to hit, and chances to live bet from the first down to the final whistle. So don't just watch football this season. Cherish it.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for the WellCare Dual Liberty HMOD SNP Medicare Advantage Plan from WellCare with a $0 monthly plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage. Plus, extra benefits like more access to care with fitness benefits and WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits. And the WellCare Spendables debit card to use for additional dental, vision, and hearing costs, over-the-counter health items, even gas and groceries. Your Spendables card balance rolls over every month, so you never lose a cent as long as you have the WellCare Dual Liberty HMOD SNP plan. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-877-281-9602. Now, that's 1-877-281-9602.
Every night, it was Jeopardy, Jeopardy, Jeopardy.
All the Culkins gather around.
Hi, Mom.
Let's go bacon for 1,000.
Rachel was studying science and history, not knowing that it was all going to be about bacon.
Celebrity Jeopardy, new tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Lisa High, and joining us at the table is Thea M. Mason from Thea's Bass and Biddy. Welcome to the table.
Welcome to the table, Thea.
Okay, so you guys know that I am not cooking for Thanksgiving.
Yes, we've heard this.
Yes, the people need to know. Because Thanksgiving is stressful, people are ungrateful, and you're too tired to eat the food after you've made it. So all this week, we are featuring restaurants and places where you can get food so that you don't have to cook. So thank you so much, Thea, for being here today. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Thank you all for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Thea's Bass and Biddy Kitchen was established here in 2018, in June 2018 in Lexington. And we are a family-based business. I started it by myself. I now have my nephew who's my chef. He took it over, so 4 years of doing it alone, solo, and he came on board and he's elevated our food. So Bass and Biddy is doing things that are great. We have event catering, we have private chef that we offer, and we also do typical catering. So we have buffet, drop-off, and so on and so forth. So we're prepared for you all. We are located at 101 West Loudon Avenue, Lexington, Kentucky, 40508. And we are in the kitchen. The Julietta Market kitchen is still open at the Gray Line Station, and we would love for you all to call us or go on our website, www.bassandbiddy.com. Place your catering order. We are catering for the holidays. Now, we are not catering holiday food. We are not doing holiday food.
Yeah.
We are doing our standard food.
Yes.
But we have a very good meal. So
Well,
you all are welcome.
I wish that people's screens were scratch and sniff because this is amazing. So what do you feel like, I would consider this soul food because it's got a lot of soul. Like what makes excellent soul food?
Well, we don't really call it soul food. So I'm a Detroit native. So we are from a city where it's a lot of culture and a lot of different things, and you can get food of any kind, any type, at any time, and I love it. I love it, I love it, and because of that, what we implement is that Detroit flavor with the Southern charm, because my grandmother is actually from Kentucky.
Okay.
And so we have all of that, and we just express it all in there with love, and that's how we serve it.
So I want to taste a little bit of this love.
Yeah, I would love to.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so we have some macaroni and cheese here, y'all. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm the one who put it in the microwave. So I did taste it before. I have
cheating.
I sure did. I cheated. I have never tasted macaroni and cheese like this in my life. But I'm gonna wait for everybody to get a forkful so y'all can.
Okay.
Y'all can. Kim, that means you gotta wait until Lisa gets hers.
Yeah,
I know.
that's right. Come
I know.
on, Kim. Whatever.
I have never in my life tasted macaroni and cheese like this before.
Oh. All right.
Y'all, I'm telling you. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay, you
gotta take a
ready?
scoop. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's taste that. Oh my God. Y'all, was I lying? Oh.
This is so good.
Kim,
Oh my
Kim,
God.
share. Okay, so I know you're not going to tell us exactly what's in it because that would just be like giving away the cheat codes. But there's green onions in there because I can see that. But the flavor profile is very rich. It doesn't just taste like macaroni and cheese, like it's rich. What's happening?
it's
Can you
so
tell us at
delicious.
least one thing?
So I will share, I will tell you two things, okay? One, I do not make this.
Okay.
This is the chef's special recipe.
my
So
God.
this is Chef Charles. That's our executive chef. Yes, he's my nephew. This is his macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
So Auntie does not really know what's in
What is
it.
it?
I can
It's got
tell
some
you
spice.
though, it's 100% from scratch. He makes it from scratch and it's cooked to order. So if you do order it, that will be something he makes on site the day of. He doesn't pre-prep or make things of that nature. We do a lot of things straight to order. So when we were open to the public at the market, that's what we did. You had about a 15, 20-minute wait because we make things fresh to order.
This is so good.
But there is fresh cream in there.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's cream in there that he uses. So all of the cheese and everything like that, he makes it from actual
my
cream
God.
sauce.
It's
So we
good.
don't have a ton of time, but let's talk about 4 or 5 things that people could get for Thanksgiving from your menu.
So thank you so much for our menu. You all are welcome to come and get our chef's macaroni and cheese. It's available. Our fresh fried chicken, our fresh fried fish. We have our French fries with our signature seasoning. Everything we do is in-house, made from scratch. I have a seasoning called Bass and Biddy. The chef has a hot sauce called Caution hot sauce. And then we also have fettuccine Alfredo that's made by the chef that people love, and Thea's Bass and Biddy salad and a Bass and Biddy burger. We can do it all.
Oh
so
my
we
God. That's
offer
incredible.
various items, but those are the things that we are promoting. Those are the items on the Bass and Biddy menu.
Well, thank you so
Yes.
much for being here. We really appreciate it. We're going to eat the rest of that macaroni.
Yeah,
when
we
go to
are.
commercial. All right. Everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, woo, we're going to highlight our one more talking about and tell you about some crazy new crops.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats. Come visit beautiful, historic downtown Winchester, where you can eat, drink, and shop all right here. Explore our charming downtown with its unique boutiques, delicious eateries, and vibrant art scene, including watching your favorite plays and musicals at the historic Leeds Theater. We have something for the whole family this holiday season. Come celebrate with us and discover the warmth of our community and the pride we take in our traditions. Always original, Winchester, Kentucky, where history, hospitality, and natural beauty unite.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day. And real human support. And answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare D-SNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call today or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Remember back in the day when McDonald's used to have a whole family of characters?
Creepy characters.
I feel like they killed them off because now we have as Ronald and we don't even see him anymore.
No,
That's true.
They've kind of done away with them.
No Hamburglar?
Yeah.
He might be in rehab. I don't know. Anyway, so Grimace, Grimace is back. And all the other creatures as well. So Crocs has come out with a series of new shoes that have your favorite McDonald's characters from back in the day. Look at them.
Oh my gosh.
Hamburglar, Grimace.
What was the yellow one?
What were the French fries?
That's SpongeBob.
The little girl, the yellow one, she fly a plane. Remember?
Oh, the
she
little
was
bird
introduced
character.
later
It was a
on.
little bird.
Birdie.
Yeah, Birdie.
Did I say she fly a plane? She flew. She fly a plane. Anyway,
That macaroni's hitting
that macaroni got me. It's like had a little something. It is good. Okay, so anyway, you can get these Crocs. They're coming out November the 14th. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting them.
Those Grimace ones.
Very
Grimace.
yeah.
What is Grimace, anyways?
We don't know.
I know.
It's just a thing.
It's like the Western Kentucky Hilltopper.
Okay, somebody behind the camera is saying he's a taste bud.
He is a taste bud.
Oh, that's right.
We saw that.
right.
Okay,
when
that
the
made my
Grimace-
stomach hurt. I can't. Okay, let's go through.
A big swollen taste bud. That's attractive.
Let's go through to the woman we're talking about. I can't. Oh, Father. Okay. Today's woman we're talking about is Karen Pekerchick. She has extensive experience with the land grant mission of the University of Kentucky. She led the Female Equestrian Health and Wellness Network, which works to advance both equestrian health and occupational wellness. And she was awarded a Fulbright grant in Germany to participate in a seminar. She does really great work at the University of Kentucky. And I love to see women leading, especially in the equine industry.
Yes.
So
Yes.
congratulations, Karen. You are a woman worth talking
All right.
about.
Well done.
Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. I know we did. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.